What's up, everyone, and welcome to episode 11, season 4 of Girl You Know What podcast. I am your host, Tahir.
And I'm Kisha.
And we've been off for a few weeks, but life happens, so we're just gonna.
And it keeps happening.
And it
And
keeps
keeps
happening.
happening.
Yeah,
And
it
keeps
doesn't
happening.
stop. It doesn't stop. So yeah, we just gonna keep on pushing. We're just gonna move on with the episode, and this is technically episode 9, but because I had to upload 2 podcasts that I did for my show, it's 11. But we're just gonna
Okay.
roll with it. So yeah,
Yeah, that's fine.
because I just wanted to give y'all something to listen to. That's why I did
Right.
that. While we were out. So there is that. But yeah, let's since we've been off for a while, let's just go ahead and let's just get into it because we got a lot to catch up on, girl. So
Yeah, we have a lot to catch up on. But I still like to always ask, how have you been?
oh, okay. Actually, I've been good.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, I haven't. I had 2 birthdays this past week. Both of my nieces. One is 7 and one turned 13. I can't take
Oh,
it.
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so did that. We had their birthday party well, the youngest one, my 7-year-old niece, the one who turned 7. We had her birthday party last Saturday, I believe. So yeah,
Yeah, I
we
think
did.
so. I think I saw it. Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah, so we did that.
Oh, yeah, because, yeah. We were going to record, and I think you were like,
Yeah, I
yes.
couldn't record Saturday, and then something
Right,
came up
right,
Sunday, so we were just like, we'll just take the week off
right,
again.
right.
So yeah, but work is going good. This is probably like the first time in a long time, and I'm gonna knock on my desk, which is made out of
Uh-oh.
wood, because shit can change today, but everything has been
Remember what I
going
just
good.
said?
Yep.
As soon as you say, can it get any worse? It can't get no worse.
Girl, yeah, she told me, she was like, "Don't say that,"
Don't say that, because it will get worse.
because when we say God's sake, let me show you something.
Yeah, let me show you.
Okay,
Hold
but
on, let me put my water down and show you something.
listen, and of course, Ramadan started the other day, so I am
Oh yeah, I
fasting
did
until
notice that.
sundown. So I may be a little extra cranky because I'm hungry.
I have to send
So
you this family on TikTok that I follow. I
uh-huh.
don't know how I started following her, but it's a family and they are Muslim
Mm-hmm.
and they're so I don't do you use the word celebrating or observing Ramadan.
You could use both. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So yeah. Um yeah, I have to send you her TikTok page because
Okay. Yeah.
I really enjoy her content.
Okay. Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
go to
Send
the
me that.
mosque, like they do the first 2 prayers at
Mm-hmm.
home, and then I think she goes to the mosque for 2 prayers.
Oh, okay.
I think she goes to the mosque for 2 prayers, and then that last prayer they pray at home. I think
Oh,
I have to
okay.
send you her thing though.
Yeah, send me that. Girl, I am horrible
Yeah,
at going to the mosque, and they understand. They just like but um, yeah.
she's
So
in Texas though.
oh, okay.
Yeah, she's in
Oh,
Texas.
okay. Yeah, that'll be cute. Yeah. So if I'm a
Hmm.
little extra snippy, which y'all probably can't tell, then this just because I'm hungry, so just ignore it. But yeah. So how are you?
Oh no, 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 no.
Okay, we're not going to go
Well,
there. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, we're just going to move on. So
I
let's go
think
on.
I think I just gave you a full off-air recap,
Yeah, we were
and
talking
that
for
was
about
just
20
one
minutes about,
thing.
yeah. So we'll
So,
just,
I mean,
she's here.
life just has a way of challenging you,
Yeah.
and I believe because I am a person who speaks about faith, and I talk
Mm-hmm.
about faith to other people, and um, life will, I will say, God will challenge your faith.
Yeah. Yes.
To see, do you walk what you say? Do you mean what you say?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean what I say.
Right.
So, you know,
That you always
I'm
have. I
going
will
to
say that.
continue to, have faith and trust in
Mm-hmm.
the Lord and lean not to my own understanding, but
Okay.
continue to acknowledge him. So I'm okay.
Yeah.
Emotionally, I am okay. And I think that's
Mm-hmm.
what's most important.
Yeah.
Is shit chaotic? Absolutely.
And it's thing, and it's just like, you can't control it. So it's just like,
Right.
stuff's going to happen. So
Yes.
it's just like, you just, but that's good emotionally that, you are
Yes. And even though I
okay.
just said a curse word, I still believe that the way I carry myself and
Mm-hmm.
how I handle myself in the midst of adversity and situations,
Mm-hmm.
it really reflects on the faith I have in God. I
Yeah.
don't think I can talk to people about being strong and, I don't think I can even talk to people about God
Mm-hmm.
if I don't if they don't see me being stoic in some situations
You
that
can't
should
censor
break
yourself.
me.
You got to be you.
Yeah, like I don't think it would make any sense for me to proclaim the name of Jesus Christ and then hide in a corner when things get tough.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a lot of people, even people in my family, I know they don't receive that well
Right.
when
Same.
they are
Yeah.
emotional. And I'm like, I don't necessarily believe that our emotions are effective in this place.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
say that to
Yeah.
people and they're like, bitch. But it's the truth.
Yeah. I agree.
You know. Now, do we all have moments where you need to release or you need to really say to God? But I think those things are private. That's
Mm-hmm.
why I don't really like, and this is gonna sound, I don't know how people take it. I don't necessarily like to watch prayer on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Like when people be praying and like video recording themselves or like I click off of stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it's an actual video, if it's your face and like you're praying. Now I have sometimes I share Marissa Farrell, she prays, but
Mm-hmm.
she'll pray over like these like little video things. And it's kind of like a daily prayer, like Lord be with us, cover us, blah blah blah. But when you are seriously earnestly praying for something from I think prayer is private.
Yeah, I agree.
Like we show too much stuff that you need to keep it to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because now it feels like you're doing it for show.
Yeah. And I take
Because
prayers
why does your prayer need to be recorded?
right, that. And I get when people ask for prayer. I think I've only asked publicly for prayer one time, and that was like when my grandfather was, like at the end, and
Right,
it was really touch and go.
right,
That was the only time. But I just feel like when you publicly ask for prayer, and this could go with like people watching it as well,
right.
but when you publicly ask for prayer, there are people out there who are praying for your downfall too. So
Yes,
you really have to watch that. And somebody told me that a long time ago. And
yes,
they were like, I used to ask for prayer all the time, just publicly, pray for me. And it could just be random stuff, but it was someone who really truly believed in prayer. But then he was like, he said that. He was just like, there are people out there that are actually going to be praying on my downfall.
yes,
And it could be the same people that are smiling in your face or commenting saying, I got you,
yes,
prayers up and everything like that. So you really have to be careful with prayer. Because,
yes.
yeah. And I learned that
We
at a
don't we
young
don't take
age.
enough stuff serious. That's really serious. Like
Hmm.
prayer is a serious thing.
It is. It really is. And like you
You
said, some
know.
people just obviously, and you could tell when it's for show.
Yeah,
You
and we
know what I
ain't
mean?
Catholic. Pray for yourself.
Exactly.
You don't need nobody to go to the Father's behalf for you. Pray for
Right.
yourself.
Yeah.
What the old folks in church say, when you can't say nothing else, say Jesus.
Yes.
You'll be all right.
That's it.
He know your heart.
Hmm.
Say that. Trust me, because I have been in situations before, and I don't know if I've ever shared this, where I couldn't breathe,
Hmm.
and I was. It would happen in the middle of the night, and I could feel it, and I would be in here with no words to say, and I would just say Jesus,
Hmm.
and I would call my grandmother,
Hmm.
and I couldn't speak. I'll be clear about that. I couldn't speak, but she knew it was me,
Right.
and I would sit there and she would just start praying. She would pray for me.
Hmm.
Now, if you really need some prayer, you better get somebody in your life who you can call and pray.
Listen, ain't
Because
nothing
it ain't
like a
them people
praying
on the
mother or
internet.
grandmother. Listen.
Listen, it ain't them people on the internet.
Hmm.
You better get somebody who you can call. Because I was calling her at 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning,
Hmm.
praying. And she
Right.
would just bust out praying
See?
and would keep going
Yeah.
to soothe me until I went to sleep where I could fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you. So it ain't just.
Baby.
I posted a video about that. I think today. I think this morning, or it was last night, where there was two ladies. They were doing a podcast, and they were basically saying they feel like people who publicly ask for prayer are seeking attention.
Oh yeah.
And they said, I can't stand these cryptic messages. You
Mm-hmm.
have to go back and watch it because it's true. She
Yeah.
said, tell us what it is.
Mm-hmm.
She said, because you're taking up my whole day trying to figure out what's going on.
Like I'm going through comments and stuff and just trying
Looking
to
through these
like what
comments,
the hell is going
trying to
on?
figure out what is happening with you.
Right.
She said, you need to tell us what's going
Yeah.
on.
Just pray. Don't ask. Just pray. It's like
Ugh.
okay,
Some
whatever.
people I don't take serious anymore when they say that. I'm just going to
No.
tell you the truth. I don't.
No.
I stopped.
Yeah. It's just like I just keep on scrolling like, oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't even take it serious.
Yeah.
Because, ma'am, you're just going to keep allowing that man to do that. So why am I praying?
I love how
Y'all
you
know
just
what I'm
rolled right
praying when
into
y'all
that.
say
That's
that?
the truth.
I'm praying, Lord, let your will be done.
Okay. That's it.
That's what I'm praying.
Yeah.
I ain't praying for no strength for you.
Mm-mm.
I'm praying that God's will continue to flow in your life.
Listen.
That's it.
That's it. That's all you can do.
Because that foolishness that y'all carrying on with these men's,
Mhm.
I can't. I'm
Yeah,
not.
it's just
I'm not participating. Don't participate. Don't bring us into that.
right.
Please. We are tired of that. And so look, we're in March of 2023. Stop bringing us into that.
Yes.
Girl, I have been deleting people left and right.
I mean, it just gets to be too much.
I'm tired.
Yeah,
I'm tired.
it does.
I am tired. I have just randomly been deleting people for my own personal reasons.
Yeah, and you have to do that sometimes. Yeah.
Because listen, I'm tired of your negativity. I'm tired of you always having something smart to say. I'm tired. If I don't communicate with you on a regular basis, what are we here for? Click,
Exactly.
unfriend. I don't, this is a mess. It's a
Yeah.
mess.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm that type of petty to where if I see you commenting constantly on other people's stuff, wishing them a happy birthday,
Come on, say that thing.
and it's like I know that you're lurking on that just means you're a lurker because if you don't interact with me at all, then like you said, why are we here?
Or that means you have no interest in me.
Exactly.
You may not necessarily be a lurker. You may just not necessarily like me.
That's true. Yeah.
That interested in what I'm doing.
Yes.
And I'm comfortable with accepting that.
Yeah.
And get your ass out of here.
Delete. Unfriend.
Period.
That's it. Yeah.
Somebody called me and said, did you tell so-and-so happy birthday? No, I didn't. You ain't called? I didn't.
No.
Did you text him? I didn't. Dang, you ain't even send no Facebook message? I did not. I said, let me tell you something. That's not my friend.
Okay.
We are not friends. I said, and we need to stop pretending like we're friends. We're not okay. I said, and furthermore, I'm just at a place in my life where I'm not pretending to be shit with nobody that's not true.
No, you can't. That takes too much energy.
No damn relationship.
No.
What are we hanging on for? For what?
Right. I'm just gonna keep saying what you say.
If
What
we
are we
were or
doing?
did have a relationship in the past, like that's amazing.
Yeah.
And this particular conversation was about an ex. That's amazing. Thank you for the time shared. But I'm okay.
Yeah. Basically.
I'm okay. I have no desire.
Right.
I said, why are we faking relationships with people?
Right. Yeah. It's just
For what?
Yeah. It's just
why?
It comes to a point when it's just like, okay, we don't associate. I don't need you in my life. You obviously don't need me in yours. So let's just move on. It ain't nothing. It ain't no hard feelings or nothing like that. Let's just, you go that way. I go this way. That's life.
I loathe people, I think. Like, my mother was telling me a story. And in the midst of her telling me this story, I literally started praying for myself. Because I said, Kisha, there's something wrong with you. Because what she was describing to me and how I was in my head saying to myself, I don't give a fuck who doesn't talk to me. I will ignore you to the depths of hell.
Basically.
I'm sorry to say that.
But
I don't have a better analogy for that. But if you don't talk to me, I will not fucking talk to you. I don't care who you are. the only person that I will talk to, even when I'm mad at them, is my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
Um, anybody else? Go to hell.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like, and when she was saying that, I felt convicted. I said, "Oh Lord, maybe I need to. Is something wrong with me?" I said,
Yeah,
"Lord,
then you
something might
start
be wrong with
questioning
me because
yourself.
I don't care. Like to
Right.
hear her explain that, like, it's not people just walking around not talking to each other. And I was thinking, like, oh, I don't care about shit like that. I need to
No.
get myself together.
Like, is it me?
because because the weird thing is this, I love people.
Mm-hmm.
People, no, especially people in my life, like I'm talking about like people who we went to school with, people
Mm-hmm.
who probably have not talked to me in years. No, for real. If I'm going through something and I need somebody to talk to, and I know somebody who really gonna talk to me and be honest with me or pray for me, I'm gonna call Tia Kisha. I
Mm-hmm.
think people know that.
Yeah.
I'm quite sure that that is the air that I give off.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I have no problem accepting that, and I will sit, talk to you, pray for you. I had somebody a couple of years ago who was going through something, and called me out of the blue.
Mm-hmm.
Had not spoken to them in years, not like on a regular basis where I heard their voice.
Right.
And after about 8 months of them going through this and the back and forth, at the end, when they finally felt themselves come out, they said, I want to thank you, Tia Keisha, for not judging me while I was going
Mm-hmm.
through, and thank you for, not telling anybody.
Right.
Listen, I love people, but at the same time, I don't give a shit about people.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
It's
that's
just because
real.
the Bible commands us to love people. Now, I do have that Christian, like, oh, if I see people hurting, it hurts me. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I do have empathy for people.
Right.
I can't help that. Like, that's something that I have tried to turn off since I was a child. And adults in my life would point it out. Like, my mother specifically would point it out, like, you doing this and you giving away this and you doing, but it was it was my nature.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned as a adult, like, oh shit, well, this is just who I am. Like, I can't help that.
Right.
But as I've gotten into these 40s,
Listen.
I don't like people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the evil ways of people.
Yeah.
I don't like the hatefulness of people, the meanness. I don't like people. And I have slowly started to say to myself, Keisha, why are we following these people that we don't like?
Right.
Why are we hitting love on people's posts who don't never hit shit on yours? And I know that might sound corny,
No, but it's the
but
truth.
it's like you're giving all the support
Mm-hmm.
and love and you're getting nothing in return. Stop doing that.
Yeah.
That's a word for somebody.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people
You're
need to
giving
catch
all
that.
the love and support, and you're giving and you're getting nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Stop fucking with those people. Right now, today, stop fucking with them.
Yeah.
I don't care what you post. I would have to damn near be like, oh, I don't like this. I don't agree with this. Even some shit you post, I may not agree with. I hit
Mm-hmm.
love on it. I don't
Mm.
care. Because you are my friend.
Right. Right.
I don't I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get these people.
Mm-mm.
I don't get these people. I hit love on everything you post. And I don't care. I don't care what it is.
Right. Right.
I don't care if I don't look at it.
If you just see it.
I see it. If I see your name, I'm hitting it.
Yeah. If you're my friend, then hey.
I had to find a way to. I think you posted your podcast, like you said, you posted the podcast on the Girl You Know What platform. Listen, I found a way to screenshot it. I was probably going through hell that day. I found a way to screenshot it and put the little box around it and made it a separate post. What is wrong with y'all?
See that, and that doesn't take it. You see, like you said, for one, you were going through something, and two, it doesn't hurt you. Like it doesn't. It's like it's not like something that's just going to just drain your soul to support your friends.
These people are weird.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know Alan's wife, Alan Jarrett.
Yeah.
I don't know Camille from The Man in the Moon.
Right.
I share her shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's Alan's wife.
Yeah.
Y'all weird.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. But,
Y'all
that's
weird.
something deeper with other people. That just shows the type of person you are versus the type of
Cause
people they are.
I see y'all's legitimate friends. The bitches y'all say is y'all crew.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all don't even fucking hear like.
No.
I be thinking like shit. And look, it make me say, well, bitch, stop sharing this shit. Cause maybe something going on that I don't know about.
Right.
And
Yeah.
she telling people behind the scenes that she's suspected of a murder. Like, why
Yeah.
won't nobody share this girl shit? Like, I don't understand.
Exactly.
Cause these her friends not sharing her stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So what's happening?
But be the first one to be posting their stuff and be wanting you to share theirs and probably get mad if you don't share theirs. And then you share it and it's just like, okay, but I still ain't gonna share yours. Okay. I stopped doing that a long time ago. Like I
Honey.
was supporting people. I was buying their merchandise. I was, sharing their stuff, writing up on their things when I used to
Child.
write more on my blog. If I went to one of their events, I would write about it, whatever like that. These people have never once shared anything that I've done. And I've been blogging and doing podcasts for total 10 years.
I mean,
So it's just like over 10 years actually now. So it's just like, and you
I
haven't.
don't even know what you say to these people no more.
You don't. You just keep on moving. You just see when they do something, you're just like, okay, that's nice. Okay. And keep on pushing. That's all you can do. That's it.
Girl. Okay.
All
In other
right.
news about the crazy United States of America,
Girl.
let's start with the great state of Florida.
Listen, y'all
I'm
still.
gonna tell you this though, seriously.
Uh huh.
So, in researching information on Florida,
Mm-hmm.
I did feel like they need to find a way to sever Florida from the rest of the country
Yes.
and let
Thank
their
you.
ass float off into the water
Yeah.
and let them just fend for themselves.
Because they're trying to be a model for what they want the United States to be, but you're looking crazy.
And so, for anyone who doesn't know, Florida is just DeSantis,
Mm,
particularly
yeah.
the governor. He's the governor of Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Is like on this. I don't know what his actual goal is where education is concerned, but I will say this. It did raise a question as I began to read more and more. What exactly should the schools be teaching your kids versus what should you be teaching your kids at home?
Right.
I think there is, TD Jakes preached a sermon one time about we always deal with the leaves on the tree, but we never deal with the root of the problem.
Mm-hmm.
We too busy cutting the leaves off or cutting the branches, or they'll just grow back because you don't kill it at the root.
Mm-hmm.
And my question is, what is the root issue here is I think that education is kind of morphing into what parents should honestly be teaching their kids.
Right.
It has become less about math, science, history, a few electives, and reading, and it's become more about social issues.
Mm-hmm.
And then it kind of put me in a place where I was like, well, damn, some of this stuff they ain't got no business talking about at school.
Exactly, but the thing is, they don't have no business talking about it, but they're so exposed to it, and then you have these idiots like DeSantis and his minions who are bringing it to the attention. So of course, kids are going to hear it, and they're nosy, like we all are, and they're going to
Mhm.
want to know more about it.
Yeah, I
So
think this is like the responsibility of parents, though.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
because look, we grew up in a school system where because of what he's trying to do. So this recent thing I read about where they don't want you to discuss like your period
mm-hmm,
and they don't want to talk about sex education.
right,
Basically, they want to focus on health issues, which was basic is health. Like that's
yeah,
what we learned in school.
right.
Now, did Coach Barnes teach sex education?
It depends on who you had, because I had Miss Bame. Was that her
Okay,
name?
she didn't teach it.
I think it just depended on what gym teacher you had, I think, or who you were
So
assigned
I
to.
remember Coach Barnes having a classroom on the first floor,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he taught
He
health.
did. He did teach us. Yeah, because we were in the same class. Yeah, it was him. I think I had Miss Bain one year, and then I had him another year.
And I think he didn't like the whole class wasn't sex education,
Right.
but there was a portion of health
Mm-hmm.
that was about sex education, and it wasn't really about body parts. Hell, we was in high school, like
Yeah.
it wasn't about that. It was more about STDs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that was perfectly fine.
That was fine.
I don't know why. I just think some things the school is taking upon themselves, and really you're infringing on parents' rights for the way that they raise their children.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is their parents' responsibility.
Yeah.
That's their parents' choice what they want their kid to know.
Mm-hmm.
I personally don't feel like the school has the right to say like, oh, we're going to teach you about whatever, whatever it is they teach. Like, no, no,
Yeah.
no, no. But the country has become very out in the open, because I'm gonna tell you
Yeah.
what I get sick of is razor commercials, and I got to look at women shaving their bikini area on like,
Yeah. I mean, it's just it gets to be too much after a
man,
while. It's just like, come on now.
y'all, we have always known how to use a razor. You know who
Yeah.
taught us? Our mamas. Like, we don't need that.
Right.
Even if you didn't have a mother at home who taught you, there was a Miss Dorsey somewhere.
Mm-hmm. You could have went to if you had
Every
questions.
you had a black teacher in every school that if you had a question about hygiene or anything, there was always a black teacher somewhere who could tell you.
Yep.
Or a white teacher for that matter.
Mm-hmm.
There was always somebody who you could gravitate to who would explain those personal things to you if you didn't have a mother at home. So I'm just a little thrown by it. And
Yeah.
then I read, so Florida, y'all just now getting vouchers? I said, damn, are they in the stone? What is happening here?
I mean, it's just so much. It's just so much. It's just like everything that doesn't make sense that should not be a priority. Florida's going to look into it and make it a law.
They are just now getting vouchers where you can take, and they say that it's not going to come from regular public school dollars,
Mm-hmm.
that they have some new grant set aside that has I believe it was $2 billion, where from the government, where you can take those dollars. Every child, every parent knows this, I'm sure, that your child has a dollar amount on them.
Mm-hmm.
There's a dollar amount that it costs to educate your child.
Right.
So that dollar amount is how most public schools or charter schools, or I think they call it an ed choice voucher. I think that's what it's called. But say your kid goes to a public school, they transfer over to a charter school. That charter school now gets that 7,700, whatever the dollar amount is, that is allotted to educate your child in public school. It goes to the charter school.
Mm-hmm.
So they have miraculously or some way come up with a grant that won't take away from public school funding, but now gives parents the option in Florida to do the same thing. To say you want your kid to go to a private school, even for homeschool money, like it can. And I was thinking, like, wait a minute, we've been had vouchers. Are y'all telling us now, Florida, that for the past, how long have vouchers been a thing in Ohio?
Oh, I don't know. Forever. I don't know how long, but definitely way before we were, at least before we were in school.
I mean, my God. It's at least been 20 years.
At least.
At least 20 years. Because you didn't see a lot of charter schools when we were in school.
No.
No.
I don't think there were
any.
any. Yeah, I don't think there were any.
There weren't any.
Mm-mm.
So at least 20 years, there have been charter schools around.
Yeah.
Child, well, Florida is just now joining the party.
I mean,
what is wrong down there?
Everything.
They need to rope it in with like Georgia, like, or something, because they are behind.
Yeah, and just everyone who just wants to live that life and be all secluded and do your own thing, just move down there. Leave us alone. Leave the rest of us alone.
Please. And he's gonna run for president.
Child, and
Girl, if
it's
he get to
just
be president, they gonna reinstitute slavery.
oh yeah, because that's basically what it's coming towards. I mean, you don't want black kids to learn about the history. You just want them to learn about. Well, actually, they don't care if black kids learn. They're trying to protect white kids from learning how bad white people were back then. I mean,
They know.
yeah, they know. That's the thing.
Y'all raising those kids on the basis of Ku Klux Klan. They know.
Listen,
Like, let's stop playing, okay? Y'all's kids know how bad it was.
hmm
Y'all still down there singing "Never, Never I Say,"
I
because the Ku Klux Klan is
mean,
here to stay. Y'all still down there singing Dixie.
right. And see, and that's one of you mentioned earlier about, some things need to be left up to parents. Now, I agree with that. But then you have instances like, let's talk about race, let's talk about sexuality, let's talk about things like that where you have ignorant ass parents at home, who will say ignorant things and then that feeds into their kids' head. But then if you have a class in school, that is kind of like, you're getting different information.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if you have a class on, race issues, you talk about it in school, but your parents are at home racist assholes, and you don't talk about it in school with a group of people, a group of other students, then it's just like you're just getting that racism is just, coming down, trickling down.
And let me tell you
Not
this:
saying that
I
it still
don't.
won't.
And that's I understand what you're saying, but
hmm
I honestly, this is gonna sound crazy. I don't see a problem with that because
hmm
raise your kids the way you want to raise them.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
All you're
yeah.
doing is walking them into an ass whooping
hmm
because they're
That's
going to bump
true.
into somebody
hmm
who they're going to pull that on, and somebody is going to beat the brakes off of them.
Yeah.
Like real talk.
Yep. And
I don't think we can control racism, and I
no, you
think
can't
that's what
control
people
it.
have. That's where people have kind of gone off the rails.
hmm
They honestly believe that they can control racism through information. No, you cannot.
Yeah, because I mean,
And
yeah.
that's what the school system is trying to do.
hmm
That thought process, just what you said. Oh, if you open up the dialogue and you talk about it with other people, those people still don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Your conversation is not going to sway them one way or the other.
hmm
All they're going to do is go back and tell their racist ass parents, guess what they were saying in school today?
And then those racist ass parents are going to do what they've been doing and just going down to the school board and piss.
Protest.
Yeah.
It doesn't, you know,
It's a never win. It's a never winning cycle.
I tell people this and I say it, you underestimate the power you have when you ignore people.
hmm Oh yeah, because that's one of my
You underestimate
superpowers.
your control.
Yeah, ignoring people. Yeah, that's a superpower of mine.
Yes. You
hmm
heard what I just said when my mother was telling me that, and I was thinking to myself, like, oh shit, something's wrong with me because I don't give a fuck. Like,
Right.
so,
like,
I don't like you.
like, is it me? No, it ain't me.
Yeah, like, is it me? Like, it's got
Mm-mm.
to be me. Like, you underestimate your power when you
Yeah.
ignore people.
hmm
You know, I pretend like this. I say that about the internet all the time. We see people post so much racist banter.
Yeah.
And I say this, I used to say this about Kanye West. Y'all know it. I've said it here. Stop giving him that attention.
Because that's all he wants.
Pretend like he doesn't exist.
hmm
He will go away
Yep.
or make a bigger fool of himself.
Right. And he's done
Leave
both.
him alone.
He's done both. He's gone away, which he is now. But soon he's going to come back out. He's going to need some attention and he's just going to continue to make a fool of himself. But just ignore him. Because I think the last time we
Yes.
talked about Kanye on this podcast is the last time that I talked about him. I haven't posted anything about him, nothing. I'm just like, I'm not. I said I wasn't going to talk about him, and I'm not because I'm not giving him that energy. I can't.
I'm sorry, but I wrote him off the day he married Kim Kardashian.
I mean, basically, that's when.
I mean, I'm just gonna be
Yeah,
honest.
I mean,
Like,
truthfully, yeah.
I wrote
Yeah.
him off.
Mm-hmm.
It was nothing to say after that. Like, and that is what I'm saying about ignoring people. we don't have standards anymore.
No.
There has got to be a standard where you say, this is where you cross the line with me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have to come back over there with you.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what he has done. To me, in my eyes, he crossed the line.
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh, okay.
Like, oh, that's how you feel? Okay. And then
No
you
problem.
big up in her like that? Okay. Mm-hmm. I got
You
you.
know, I mean, because I see a lot of black women just be online like, oh, the black man and the black man, and he's choosing the white woman over. And listen, I don't always agree with that either, but guess what I do? I write those Negroes off.
Mm-hmm.
I write them off.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well.
Like, oh, that's okay. Mm-hmm. Don't give it the energy. Just keep on moving.
We get into this space where we like wanna, I'm gonna prove to you, or you're gonna listen to what I gotta say. Them people don't give a damn what you
Mm-mm,
gotta
they don't
say.
care.
Your family better give a damn about what you gotta say, honestly.
Yeah.
If we just being 100% honest,
Mm-hmm.
when you start talking for real, people's families don't be listening.
Yeah.
Why you think them strangers care?
Exactly.
Like,
some people feel like because the internet is a thing and social media is a thing that everybody's listening to them. No, no, mm-mm.
not at all.
Nope.
And don't get crazy and think you're gonna comment crazy. It's like, listen, people are crazy out here.
Yeah.
And I put a Joy, I forget Joy's last name right off the top of my Joy Reid. Is that her name?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For
Joy
MSNBC.
posted a video about a clip from her show, and I think it was about education. Whatever it was about, some man, and I think he was probably white, came under the comment that I posted and said, "What, nigga?" You know what I said?
What's that?
What is the whore that is your mother?
Basically.
And I moved on.
Yeah.
It's my day in my life.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why y'all let people bother y'all so much. We too old to be letting people still bother us.
Right.
Because let me go back to my statement. Some of y'all families don't fool with y'all. So why would you care about anybody else?
And it shows.
I mean, like, if your own family won't fool with you, because we raised like, oh, family over everything, family all you got. Da, da, da. When you ain't got family to lean on, I mean, you out here thugging it.
Yeah. What else? I mean, what else you got to lose? Yeah.
Quit letting people bother you.
Mm-hmm.
I just had to say that to somebody yesterday. Like, why are you lying? Like, I literally caught somebody in a lie. And I said, why are you lying? I said, fuck these people. Tell the truth.
Right. Why?
I said, people lie when they scared about stuff.
Yeah.
Don't lie.
I don't understand.
Fuck these people. You better be honest with yourself.
Right.
Who cares what they think?
Child.
Ja Morant.
Oh, Lord. Speaking of who cares what people think.
The Morant family don't give a damn.
Don't give a damn. Now, let me say this. Okay, before we get into it, your daddy, Mr. Ja, your daddy is at every game drunk as hell, talking shit, trying to fight Shannon Sharp, everything else in the world. But he hasn't told you with your suburban living ass that holding a gun as being a professional athlete, showing a gun on social media. Now, I get it. You're grown. You got your own money, whatever. You're obviously supporting your parents, whatever. Your dad's loving this attention. So he's probably not going to say nothing to you. But he can be at every game, but he can't tell you that you shouldn't be doing that. That's something that you shouldn't do. I mean, now that just really bothered me. And it's just like, it's one of those double entendres because it's like, you're grown. You're this professional athlete. You got all this money, whatever. But your dad is at every beck and call of yours, showing his ass. So it just shows that y'all have ignorance in your family. That's the point that I'm trying to get to. So it's just like, so is this really shocking what he did?
So it's weird because you hear the sports writers, as everybody knows, we watch ESPN here for multiple hours a day.
Yes.
So all the sports writers are kind of like, when they first came onto the scene, or when they were visiting Ja Morant's home, like
Mm-hmm.
how his family was so respectful
Mm-hmm.
and all this stuff, right? Um, and so in order to look into Ja Morant, you have to look into T, and T is his daddy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking into T like, okay, what is T's deal? So they said T used to be a really good basketball player. He played overseas for some time.
Mm-hmm.
He came home though when Ja's mother was pregnant with Ja,
Right.
and he was a barber. He's a barber.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, I hate to bash black parents, but let's keep it real. Y'all are a lot of Ja's problems.
Yeah.
Because I haven't read up on the incident in the, I don't want to say Foot Locker, but that's the, that was the shoe store back then.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever gym shoe store they were in, his mother was in, and there was some kind of interaction with the young kid, and they say Ja came up there. He was on a cycle of bad decisions.
Yes.
It wasn't just the
It wasn't
club
just the
with the
the
gun.
club or the gun or nothing like that. Yeah.
There were multiple instances where he was making poor decisions,
Mm-hmm.
and T was right there with him.
Right.
His daddy was right with him. And so now, a couple of days ago, his dad did an interview, and his dad said, I blame myself.
Mm.
He said, because anything that happens with my kids, it's ultimately I'm the parent,
Right.
and I blame me. He said, because I would die for my kids. So when they get into these, situations, and he said, as a parent, I look at myself, like, what did I do? And I was glad to read that. I was
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
glad
see,
to
I
see
didn't hear that. So
that there was a level of accountability
mm-hmm.
like coming from him. But see, we not gonna hear that because he a black man, and the salacious story is more better.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Making him out to be a bad person is
Mm-hmm.
way better clicks than, T takes responsibility for John's behavior.
Right.
Because they always want to make us look like thugs and irresponsible and all that bullshit.
Yeah. So you
Let
ain't
me
gonna
tell
see
you
that.
something, T. I don't like how you got up there with that sweatshirt on with that Shannon Sharp picture on it. Like, what y'all do is what they say: you cut your hand out, cut your nose off to spite your face.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all be trying to do a good deed and then you fuck it up.
Right.
Like, just chill. Y'all got the money. It ain't no
Exactly.
point you trying to prove to nobody. You got the money. Your son been a good player since college. He's
Mm-hmm.
still a good player. And to keep longevity in this arena, this league, he's going to have to, y'all gonna have to pull it back.
Yeah.
But you know what somebody said to me, an old school guy said, but that's the league's fault.
Oh
They
yeah.
said the commissioner, he's weak.
Mm-hmm.
The commissioner is weak.
Yeah, I mean, shit happened under David Stern, but was that his name, David Stern?
Yeah, but not
Yeah,
this kind of shit.
not this kind of shit.
They
Mm-mm.
need to listen. What blew me is when that white boy, I don't know his name, I can't tell you what team he played for, when he came to work without a shirt on.
Listen,
I said, y'all do understand that this is y'all's job, right?
right?
You're at work. It doesn't matter what field of work you're in.
No.
Everybody, they need to reinstitute the dress code.
Yeah, because
You need a suit on.
they certainly threw it on our generation. You know, those players at that time, they were like, y'all are going to wear a suit, y'all going to wear a sweater,
Because
y'all
what
going to
y'all
look
got coming out is
professional.
trash.
Yeah.
That man came to work without a shirt on and a vest.
Looking like
And
Stone Cold Steve
barely a
Austin.
vest.
Yeah.
I was that right there. That's when I knew. What did I say? We already living in hell. We just waiting to be raptured up.
Yeah. I mean, it's just
'Cause
like, and
this is crazy.
yeah, and who was it? I think somebody was talking about when remember when Magic Johnson, when he coached for the Lakers real briefly. He coached he coached the Lakers real briefly, and it was because he said that he couldn't tolerate that generation. He said, I'm better behind the scenes, because he said they're disrespectful, they don't want to work, they don't want to come to practice. You see that And because
We can't listen. These niggas take games off.
yeah,
Excuse me. I hope niggas is okay.
it
They
is.
have and I'm talking about you, LeBron. At this
Yeah.
point, I don't understand the concept of y'all sitting down in street clothes saying, "Oh, we just resting in."
Yeah.
What?
Since when?
He's at work. What is wrong with y'all?
Now I remember when, like, and I'm just going to refer to our generation because that's how old the players were. When the time I'm talking about, like with the Allen Iversons and Kobe,
Right.
them. So Allen Iverson made it very potent. He said, "I don't like practice, whatever. If he wouldn't go to practice, he would be fined." There was no sitting out games. I think one player, they had to make, like, he had to go through hell because he had a death in the family. And they almost didn't let him, like, miss a game. Players played with the flu. These niggas are sitting down, missing games.
Perfectly healthy.
Yeah, perfectly healthy because they're tired. They need to
Because they're
rest.
resting.
And well, look,
I'm gonna say it
I
again.
mean, girl,
Don't none of y'all say Jordan name out y'all mouth. When that
never.
man stood on that floor and played with that food poisoning, don't
ever.
ever say his name out y'all's mouth. Don't ever fix your mouth to say you better than him.
I mean, they were playing with
Because
injuries.
y'all have no heart.
Everything. Yeah, none.
And that's why college basketball is getting more popular than professional basketball.
Oh yeah, I don't even watch pro basketball anymore.
I don't either.
Even the Knicks, I don't even watch the Knicks. I just I can't do. I can't watch them.
Y'all done went crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that period of time. See, everything is reverting back because it's like that period of time in the 70s when all the basketball players was on heroin and was nodding off of shit, and they was like, "We got to clean the league up."
Yeah.
It's like, but now y'all doing it like, I don't need to be out there.
Yeah. So y'all getting paid multi-million-dollar contracts just to sit on your ass, basically. Play when you want to.
Through when they was hopping from team to team.
Yeah, now that's me too. I was done.
I can't even take that serious.
I was done. Now it's like, I get it. Like Kyrie made a good point, but I still don't fuck with him because, he just can't be happy anywhere. I don't know what his deal is. But he did make a point, and I said this a long time ago, that for them, it is a business. Yes, it's their job. It's a business. It's entertainment for the rest of us. Yes, I get that. But you didn't see that. You saw players sticking with the team.
Charles Barkley stayed on the Phoenix Suns for years.
When they were good, when they were bad, when they were rebuilding, he stuck with that team, and I can't stand Charles Barkley. But
was Hakeem Olajuwon even on a different team?
No, I think he played for the Rockets his entire career.
Even what's the boy with the big lips? David.
Oh, David Robinson.
David Robinson played with the Spurs forever.
And it's just, and it's just like, and it's almost like that with football too. It's just like professional sports, period. I tell people, I was like, don't buy a jersey anymore because next season or the same season, that player is going to be on a different team.
Yeah, he ain't going to be there.
Yeah. I mean, somebody gave me, because they knew I liked Odell Beckham and they know I like the Browns. They're not my favorite team, but I like the Browns. So they gave me this Odell Beckham jersey. I was never going to pay for it. They just gave it to me, because they know I liked him. So I was going to give it to my stepdad, but I was like, no, I like ODJ. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but it's just like, and of course I wore it, I think when they made the playoffs, I wore it to, my stepdad had a party because him and my brother are huge Browns fans. But it was like then the next season he was gone.
Right.
So now it's just folded up in my closet. I ain't even got it hanging. It's just folded up because it ain't going to be worth shit. So it's just like, but it's just like, you didn't see that. You did not see that at all. And it's just like, it's really sad. I mean, you should not be going to a new team every year. Yeah.
Especially professional sports.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible.
It is.
It really has just, like you said, you can't even root for a team.
You can't. You can't, because when it looks like they're doing something, just like the Brooklyn Nets, they were actually moving, they were doing something, but the big name players, they were pissed at management, so they're gone now. They don't have anybody now. And they were actually moving, they were actually doing something. They could have been a championship team, but because they're so focused on themselves and not the team, now you got play. You got Kevin Durant. Where's he in Phoenix now? And Kyrie's in Dallas. It's just like it's ridiculous. It's just like I'm
Girl.
just over it. But Ja Morant, get it together because you are
Yeah,
one
I
of.
hope this is his real. They call it his redemption.
Yeah, I
So
hope
I
so
hope he
too.
really redeems himself.
Yeah,
I
because
hope
I
he
really like
does.
him. Because I like him because he was one of those players who you didn't really know about. He wasn't a big name coming into the
Yeah, he
league.
didn't really go to a big college.
Yeah, and it's
But he brought his college to the forefront by his playing
exactly.
style. So
Yes.
it was really like it was enjoyable to see him in college. So I
Mm-hmm.
really thought like, okay, he's going to be a good player,
Right. But then when he
and
got to the
it's
league
just
and
like,
started playing the way he was playing, I
like,
mean,
nigga, now
come
you
on
want to
now.
show they want to be a
I
thug, want to be a
mean,
thug.
and that's not you. It's not cute.
My God, come on,
I mean,
come on.
come on now. You knew better than that.
It's really
But they think they can do whatever they want. They think they're invincible. That's what it is.
they do.
Because, like you said, the league gives them all this leeway and everything like that. They got money, so they feel like they can buy their way through everything, so they can do anything they
Mhm.
want. So, it is what it is.
He need to start finding them.
Yeah, exactly.
Quick with conversation. So my best friend,
Mm,
is an assistant principal,
right.
and we talk about schools a lot, and even in like some of the schools, like some of the disciplinary action, and not just with the kids, with the adults,
Yeah.
it's like stop discussing shit with people.
Mm-hmm.
Write them up and move on.
Right.
Because people are not taking your conversations serious anymore. That goes for kids, that goes for adults. Whatever the consequences are, follow the protocol.
Mm-hmm.
Stop talking to them in the NBA. Like, stop talking to Ja Morant. Find him.
Yeah, that's
Hit him
it.
in his pocket.
Yeah.
That's how you take care of that.
Mm-hmm.
So then he feel like, hey, I gotta chill.
Yeah.
Like, I'm losing too much money.
Right.
Find him so when he see one of them game checks is 25 grand short
Mm-hmm.
or whatever he's making. I don't even know how much he makes, but when he sees and you tell him, see, stop letting them pay their fines like that and tell them, nah, we just gonna take it out your game check.
Exactly.
If it exceeds the price of your game check,
So be
we'll
it.
we'll break it up into 4 payments.
Mm-hmm.
Like, set up a system. Stop playing with these people.
Yeah, but like you said, that new commissioner, he's soft, so
He's soft.
he's not going to do
He want to
anything
look
like
like
that.
he everybody's friend.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yep.
see, Roger Goodell don't care about friends.
Hell no, he don't. He don't give a damn.
They running the NFL like a fucking plantation. He don't give a damn
Listen,
about none of that.
and it ain't stopping either. So
Listen,
he's just like he don't care what people say, nothing like that. He said, this
he
how
don't care.
he said it's been working all these years. This is how we gonna do it.
Please, he do not care,
Child, don't
and
give a
them owners
damn.
don't care.
No.
Please,
Uh-uh.
they running that bitch like it's plantation Panthers,
Yes.
plantation Browns. They don't care about that.
They don't give a damn.
Shit. And they letting you know every time. That's why Lamar Jackson ain't got no offers.
Mm-hmm.
Because they going to teach you a lesson.
Yeah.
They got to say, y'all better quit playing with them with them white men.
Okay.
They already showed y'all what they thought of Colin Kaepernick.
Okay. I mean, look.
Now, Lamar Jackson, you finna be next.
Listen.
On the buck breaking block. Because you thought you was finna tell them white men that you want them to pay you $214 million.
They said, okay, we'll
and
show
you
you.
want like 180 million guaranteed.
Child.
Baby, bye.
Yeah.
That's why ain't nobody reached out to you.
Okay.
That's why you sitting there still looking.
Mm-hmm. Because they said we got another Lamar Jackson coming into this league that we can pay less. So,
listen,
it's
3 or 4 good quarterbacks coming up.
Right.
Damn, I wish we could talk some more sports too. Because I got something to say about Bryce Young, but we probably gonna have to talk about that the week of the draft.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that. Yeah.
So now let's talk about these SWFB.
Girl, it's just so much.
We need to really talk about this because we've been missing weeks.
Yeah.
They on the 3rd week. And
yes.
Let's start with week 1.
Okay.
So week 1, we are introduced to SWV and Xscape.
Mm-hmm.
They are trying to do, I think it's like a 1 night only tour.
Yeah, it's a one. Yeah, and
they're trying to do this tour.
And keep in mind, SWV asked Xscape, so let's just keep that in mind.
Okay, SWV did ask Xscape, and I believe that SWV's manager is the one who like proposed it.
Yeah,
He's the one who
yeah.
thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, okay, we should, because they did this because of the verses. When they saw how popular the verses was,
Yeah.
they were like, oh, well, we might could do like a one night only tour. That would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Let's propose it to them and see how they feel about it. There's a meeting. It seems to be a little off. Of course, Tasha has had the stank face since 1997. Let's be clear about that. Latasha Scott from Xscape.
Yes.
She'd had the stank face since 97.
Basically.
And so now she brings her stank attitude into this meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not speaking to her own sister. I want to be clear about that. Her blood sister.
Her blood sister.
Same mama, same daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now there's drama. Episode 2. We figured out what the drama is. The drama is that Latasha Scott and her husband Rocky done stole Tamika's money.
That's it.
And there's factual proof. Let's be clear about that the money was stolen.
Mm-hmm.
They did it.
Yep.
There's no way you can say that you didn't do it, Miss. I want to sing gospel now.
Okay.
You are a thief. You a thief.
Mm-hmm.
And so, moving forward, they have a meeting. Her mama, who is full of hell, calls this meeting. Oh, we're going to meet and we're going to talk about this. Now, all of a sudden, Latasha's speaking when she get in front of her mama.
Mm-hmm.
And Tamika says, oh, we're speaking now?
Right.
What you talking about? We
Start
always
right
speak.
there. Mm-hmm.
Now, baby, when she did that, I said, oh, okay, I see what kind of foolishness this getting right there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of this finna be some foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
So then, now we learn, oh, Yada stole Tamika money. And she explained how her money was stolen. Goes into debt. Basically, they found out that there was these new royalties out there. Tiny's mama, great business manager, great business sense in the music business. Because remember, Tiny's daddy used to be in a music group.
Right.
And so Miss Diane know what she doing. She found out that there was these new royalties where you could collect off of your music or whatever for every play, not just for being a writer. So she signs all the girls up.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody knew that Miss Diane signed them up. So Miss Diane is telling everybody, oh, y'all should be getting y'all's checks because I found da-da-da-da-da. So even Candy said she didn't know that she was getting a check.
And you know Candy about her money, so she didn't know.
Miss Diane just signed everybody up, and so now the checks start coming.
Right.
So then she's telling Tamika, oh, Tamika, did you get your check? No. What check? She said, oh, wait a minute. Da-da-da-da-da. Well, I know I haven't got anything. So Miss Diane, being the white woman that she is, calls and says, now we got to investigate this. You know white women nosy.
Okay. We're going to get to the bottom of this.
Diane says, Tamika Scott has not been getting her check and we're trying to figure out where it's at. Oh, well, those checks have been cashed. Send me the copies because she's not cashing them.
So who's cashing them?
Who's cashing them? White woman investigation.
Mm-hmm.
She then gets the checks and sees that someone has written Tamika's name on the check, and lo and behold, whose signature is under that? Rocky's.
Mm-hmm.
So Rocky basically made it look like Tamika endorsed the check to him.
To him, yep.
And he was depositing them in his accounts. 30 grand. And his wife want to sing gospel, and she's still denying it. Child, you know what I could gain from that show?
What's that?
Church people on TV make Christians look bad as hell.
They do. They really do. And it's just like some of y'all just
need that make us look crazy.
Yeah, and it's just like y'all just need to stay off. Seriously.
It's the church Christians that's really bringing us. It's the TV Christians, I should say, excuse me, that's really bringing us down.
Mm-hmm.
It's them.
Because they ain't about nothing. They just talk. They just talk. That's all it is.
They really got us out here looking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, because look how her mama, and because what it brought me was like, why are church people so mean? And I'm a Christian.
Mm-hmm.
And it made me feel like, what is wrong with y'all?
Right.
Why are you so hateful
and
angry?
Yep.
Even Latasha. When have we seen Latasha be nice?
Never. Not even when she was on R&B Divas. I never seen her smile. Never. Be nice
Like,
to
what is
anybody. Be
wrong with you?
cordial. She is so unhappy, and you can tell. And especially now, she's really unhappy because her alleged, and we've talked about the mistresses before, but her husband's alleged mistress has come out because, these mistresses nowadays, they don't know how to keep their mouth shut and play their part.
They
But she
don't.
has come out and she's done interviews on Tasha K's. She's done
I seen her.
yeah, girl. I mean,
I seen it.
so yeah, so she got some other issues that she need, but she ain't going nowhere. And Rocky knows that because she probably knew that he was cheating. Women usually know. That's the thing. She wasn't
Oh yeah.
blindsided by this. You know what I'm saying?
No, she know.
But it
Because there was
is.
a whole
Oh.
rumor. Listen, we get the news up here,
Mm-hmm.
or around the world or the country in the black community. But
Yeah.
let me tell you something, down in the ATL where the players dwell,
Okay.
the word on the street been that your husband getting hoes.
Yeah.
That's been known.
I mean, come on now, because and I may be wrong, but on R&B Divas, I remember Nikki Gilbert, and which she got into with everybody, but I was actually on her side with this one because I think her and Rocky got into it, and because I think she lives in ATL, so I think she kind of mentioned something about his hoes or something like that. She said. And he threatened her. Like, he basically threatened her. But I think it was like a clip that wasn't shown. It was like
So
a.
this is crazy that you just said that,
Uh huh.
because Tasha K just put a video up and I seen it on TikTok. It was just a snippet
Mm
where she said Rocky threatened her. She said when
hmm. I mean.
Rocky learned that she was talking to the girl,
Mm hmm.
Quintella, whatever that girl's name is, his mistress,
Yeah.
he was like saying stuff to her like, I know people because we'll see you and all this and that. He was threatening her.
See? And he's threatened Tamika.
Like, Tasha, you in an abusive relationship.
Yeah, that's basically what it
That's
is.
why you got that look on your face. The
Mm
Lord just revealed that to
hmm. I
me.
mean, that's what
So
it
I don't even know
is.
where I got that from. But you in an abusive relationship, and
Yeah.
that's why you got that look on your face.
And he's bringing in money, so you're just
He
like,
knows that you're insecure.
mm hmm.
But what does he do? What money is he bringing in?
Well, her money, but
I was gonna say, what money?
it's her money. He's not bringing the money in, but it's her money, and
Yeah,
he's,
like,
doing what he has to do to keep it coming in. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Being
like,
shady, stealing from her own sister. I mean, and the mama. I can't with their mom. I mean, it's just like,
Rocky is abusing you, and you don't even
mm-hmm.
know it,
Yeah.
or you do know it,
Mm-hmm.
because you have this blank look on your face all
Yeah,
the
you
time.
always just look like you're just not there. Like a robot almost. You're almost robotic.
And I'm gonna tell you this though. What really struck me about her is like she's not happy in any room where she's not the center of attention.
Mm-hmm.
That's what really, when she was in the room with SWV the first time,
Mm-hmm.
she looked, she had that attitude.
Yeah.
When she was in the room with Just Escape, that next meeting, she had that attitude. But
Mm-hmm.
when she got in that studio with all them guys and she was like dancing to her little gospel album,
Mm-hmm.
she was just all smiles. She was happy, like,
Yeah.
yeah. It was like, and then here come her cornball husband coming in. And you could tell he was corny because all the dudes was looking at him
Yeah, don't nobody
what?
respect him. That's why he's in these women's business like that.
Like, Tasha, he needs you, baby.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need him.
Exactly, and she don't get, like you said, she's insecure, so she doesn't get that.
Yeah, she don't probably think she could get, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Some man wants you.
Listen, especially down south. Come on now, girl. Come on.
Somebody wants you. And
Listen.
see, she insecure about that little body, which was
Mm-hmm.
crazy to me because I said, well, she's skinnier than everybody now
I mean,
out of both groups.
listen.
So what you mad for? You're not heavy no more. Because
Right.
that was your first insecurity.
That was, yeah. Because I mean,
So
let's
it
keep
was
it
your
real.
weight.
Yeah, that was what she was known as.
Yeah.
The
So
heavy one in
now
Xscape.
you're not the big girl.
Mm-hmm.
But see that, and that unhappiness is in you.
Yep.
Because even now that you've lost weight, you still got that disposition.
Yeah.
It's something in you that you need to go to therapy and like really get out.
Mm-hmm.
Because you probably can't say it to your mother.
Nope.
You can't say it to your husband. That's obvious.
Mm-mm.
you need to really get it out
Yeah.
in private.
Yep.
And don't tell Rocky that you're going.
And the thing
Rocky
is,
probably don't let her out his sight though, girl.
no, But now she's going on the talk show circuit or just wherever, social media circuit, I should say, and she is dogging everybody. I mean, she's dogging. She put out something about Lily and Taj. Why would you do that? I mean, Lily cussed her clean out,
Lily will beat you up.
basically, and not
So
think twice about it.
let's pull this back.
Yeah.
Lily will beat you up. We've known that since we were 13.
Listen, that one don't
Lily
play.
will beat you up.
Yeah.
She always been the fighter.
Yep.
She always been the grunge one of the group. Because I feel like Lily had a baby. Like, did she either have a baby or get pregnant while the group was formed?
Let me see, because I think her daughter is the oldest, and I think she has to be in her mid-20s now. So she was probably, I don't know, is she in her 30s now? I want to say that she already had a child.
I felt like she had a child at like, didn't she say
I think she was
like
a teenage
14?
mom. Yeah. So she already, because I remember on their
and I think they
reality
were
show
when she was 16.
Yeah. Yep. So she already had a child.
She already had a baby.
So by the time they got famous, I mean, her daughter was in kindergarten or first grade.
Yeah.
So she had already been a mama.
Listen, Lily gonna fight, baby.
Yeah. She's been a fighter her whole life, so this ain't nothing.
And Coco told y'all, I sold 30 million records, bitch. I'm not opening up for nobody.
Let's go there, because I got something to say about this. Now, there's been some back and forth, and it's mainly been Tiny and Candy are saying that they should be the ones.
Eat their ass up. Go ahead.
Listen, they're saying that they should be the ones to open because they have more, more stream plays, which is
popularity. And no, they say they have more popularity.
Yeah. And SWV basically is just like, look, we're the OGs.
And they have more followers.
Yeah.
I think they particularly
it was more followers.
Yeah. They have more followers on social media.
Yeah, that was what really set me off when they said about the followers. Like, don't nobody give a damn about followers. That is SWV. Okay, both of y'all are legendary groups, but I mean, go ahead, because I can go somewhere else with this.
Let me tell you what the multi-level marketing girls said. the big time multi-level marketing girls, and all they do is get followers.
Okay.
And Jada Waiter said this. That's they little homegirl. They listen. The young people like Jada Waiter. That's little baby mama.
Right.
Jada Waiter said, just because you got 1 million followers don't mean you have 1 million customers.
Listen, that's it.
So let's be clear about that.
Because let's keep it real.
If you have 1 million followers. I told my mother, because now me and my mother kind of got into a little tiff about this. And she's like, well, I like Xscape. I said, well, let me tell you this. They have followers. First of all, the followers Tiny got, they laughing at her.
Yeah.
People is only following Tiny so they can see her pictures, see her kids, and see her husband.
They only
it ain't really about her.
It ain't about her.
Really making no noise on social media.
No.
She ain't doing nothing.
Everything she posts about them.
Exactly. I said it didn't go for Candy. She talking about popularity. It's mighty strange how you claim this popularity and you still only sold 7 million records today, 30. So if y'all was so popular and you've been on TV for all these years, ain't nobody still buying that bullshit. Child. Are you crazy?
But somebody...
Are you serious?
Listen, but I think it was Taj. Taj shut it down, basically, not only saying that they're the OGs and they sold more records. They were like, this is our show. We're the ones that brought it to y'all. But not only that, she said last year, didn't y'all open for not only BBD, but also Monica? Monica was the headliner on the show. Monica.
Thank you.
So I mean, it's just like, come on now.
Xscape, I'm not trying to be mean when I say this. You hoes is washed up.
Yeah, and the only reason why y'all got more followers is because people are following the drama. Y'all are everything
because
y'all do.
Are on TV. Your popularity is not from your music.
Thank you.
It's because you were on Love and Hip Hop or Family Hustle. That's where your popularity came from. People don't. It's not your music.
Right.
Same go for you, Candy. People are following you because you're on the Housewives.
That's it.
They're not following you for Xscape.
No. So y'all need to get over that.
No,
real
weird
quick.
that you even make people say that to you.
Yeah, but they believe in their hearts that they should be the headliner because they have more followers.
Now, this is DJ Envy is a actual DJ. Jason what's Jason's last name?
Lee.
From Hollywood Unlocked.
Yeah, Jason Lee.
Jason Lee, Charlamagne the God, DJ Envy was on the Breakfast Club.
Mm-hmm.
And DJ Envy said, come on, like, it's SWV, it's Xscape. He said, you gotta let Xscape headline in their city. He said SWV should headline the tour everywhere else. I am in complete agreement with that.
Okay, I can see that. I
agree with that.
Yeah.
Like, Xscape, y'all lying to yourselves. Let's just match hits for hits.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the hits. Understanding. Just Kicking It. What is that? Did anybody see ya? Secret Place?
Yeah,
or something like that.
My Little Secret.
My Little Secret.
Love on My Mind. That was a hit.
Was it?
Yeah. It got a lot of airplay.
A radio hit?
Yeah.
I was gonna say Who Can I Run To for number 4.
Oh well, yeah, 4. Yeah. Okay, you're going in order like that. To? Okay, 4. Okay, that's
and I think Work Me Slow. I think people know Work Me Slow. I'm at 5, like, known hits.
Right.
And know that this was one more 6. What's that? I know you're going. I can make you stay. Run to the Arms of the One You Love.
Yeah. That
was on that red CD. 6 songs. Let's do SWV.
Okay.
I ain't gonna even do it because now the people even doing it in their head and they know.
I mean, listen. As soon as you said SWV, I mean, 10 songs came to mind.
I'm just saying, y'all, come on. The whole Release Some Tension album.
I mean, we talked about that album before.
Oh my God. The entire album.
Listen.
The entire album. And I'm going to play it when we get off of here. I play that every other day.
Yes.
It's just an album you can put on.
And just let it go.
And clean your whole house and just let it go. You can just chill. You doing something, you doing your schoolwork. It's just a flow. It's just a flow.
Listen, in between their first and second album, they released that remix album. And I mean, that sold.
The Anything remix that was on Above the Rim.
Yes, with Wu-Tang. Listen.
Yes.
I
Please,
mean,
y'all out here crazy. Their first album, That's What I Need, Weak in the Knees, right here. Like, I mean, I could keep going.
I mean, Michael Jackson wanted to be involved in their Human Nature remix.
Michael Jackson told him, you guys go ahead and take it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to charge you anything. Just take it.
Just take it. That's it. I mean.
And what blessed me, and I don't care what nobody said about Tamar. Tamar said, imagine being the most non-singing person in the group.
That's where I was going next. You know I was going to say something. But have the biggest ego. The most non-singing one in the group, honey.
Because y'all know I give thick throat hell.
Listen. That's why I sent it. When I saw that, I sent it to you. I was like, she probably already seen this, but let me go ahead and send this.
She said, imagine being the most non-singing person in the group with the biggest ego. I was like, child.
That was everything.
That blessed my soul because it was so true.
It was so true.
Hey, and she really think. So she was on the thing like, I sung the lead on this. I sung the lead on that. Child. I sung the lead on this. Girl, she was going through all the CDs that they had.
Yeah.
And it was 3. I want to go back. I said all. It was only 3.
Yeah, it was only 3 CDs.
I've sung the lead on this. We both sung lead on this. So for her to say she the lead singer of the group, thick throat. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Listen, and you know what? And somebody said this. I can't remember who. It was somebody who reviews their TV show. And they said this. They were like, look, Xscape, y'all did y'all's thing back in the day, yes. And y'all can still do your thing. But they said, regardless of what people say, yes, Candy had a distinct voice. Yes, Tamika has a strong voice. Tiny, I mean, she could sing, but she wasn't really.
Tiny can sing.
Yeah, Tiny can sing, but she
honestly,
wasn't like one of the.
Tiny can sing.
Tiny can sing. No, I'm not going
to. They all can sing, but you know.
But what people are saying, what we're saying is that Xscape can't be Xscape without Tasha, because Tasha it's just something about her, like and I kind of agree with that, but we've seen
A little bit,
Xscape.
because I feel like Tamika can
Oh
sing.
no, I think Tamika's a better singer than Tasha.
I think they've been playing Tamika for all these years,
Oh
and
yeah.
I think their mother has a big hand in
I
that.
mean, you think,
And I'm about to say
girl.
something that people are not going to agree with me. Listen, I'm not the most attractive woman in the world, I know, but in the words of my sister, Tasha's kind of strong in the face. And I think her mother has been coddling her because of that.
Oh yeah,
So
between that
she
and
was
her
kind of
weight,
strong in the
yeah.
face and her weight,
Mm-hmm.
coupled with that, I think her mother kind of coddled her
Mm-hmm.
and, loved and adorned on her because she wanted her daughter to feel good about herself. But
Yeah.
what she did was created an arrogance in her child
Mm-hmm.
that exists to this day. But while lifting up one, you crushed the other one.
And let me say this: Tamika has a YouTube page. I don't know if it's Tamika from Xscape or it might be her name. I can't remember what it is, but somebody reposted on their community wall on YouTube, so that's how I saw it. But she did a video. I think it was after the second show, and she had her two oldest daughters there with her, and the oldest one was of course the one that she was pregnant with in the what was that, the understand, no, the Love on My Mind video when she was dancing
Oh,
around.
okay, yeah.
So but she has I think three daughters and a son. I know for sure she has three daughters because they were all on there. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, but the two oldest daughters were standing there with her, and both of them are grown, of course. And they were sitting there with her, and you can tell that the relationship Tamika has with her mom is very strained, because
Oh,
even it was trickling down, like the daughters even saw it, and they were making comments and saying stuff like that, like basically saying that their mother has been emotionally abused
yeah,
by their grandmother basically her whole life,
yeah,
and that even they had seen that
mhm,
Tasha is the favorite,
yeah.
so
And
it,
that's why I love the fact that Tamika is in a loving marriage.
yes,
Like that she
yes.
has a husband that really like loves on her and
Mm-hmm.
like really cares for her
Yes.
because she needs that love.
Yeah, because she's not
She
getting it
needs
from her.
somebody to
Yeah.
love her because
Mm-hmm.
her mother is,
Oh, she's
a
horrible. I'm
whole nother
sorry.
piece of work.
Yeah, she's horrible towards her, and it's just like it's sad to watch when you see a parent, especially a mother, do that to their child. But we know
Yeah,
it
crush
happens.
their child like that.
Yeah, it happens, and it's just like, but it's devastating to see it. And especially when
Mm-hmm.
you're actually, so you just don't give a dang because you got cameras and everything in your house and you're still acting like that. So you really don't care.
Mm-hmm. And you see that?
Mm-hmm.
See, they want to be portrayed a certain way because the first thing her mother said when Tamika let that secret out and let that family business out was cut the cameras off
Mm-hmm.
and y'all get out of here.
Sure did.
Oh, you don't want us to
You don't want us to
see.
see what's going on. I mean, we already got the tea. We saw enough.
Baby,
You
the
know what I
tea's here.
mean? Yeah.
And it's
It's
been poured
spilling
hot.
over, honey. Yes. Yes.
She said her mama was quiet, just like she quiet right now. I was like, what? Mama, why you ain't saying nothing?
Oh, yes.
But we are going to talk more about the sports. I have become a sports junkie and I really do want to address some stuff about sports, about college sports and about Alabama sports. Um I really want to talk about it. I got to see the date when the draft is. I believe it's April the something.
Okay.
But we're going to like let that show line up with, the draft. So we can like really get into that and dive deep
Yeah.
into the slavery of
Oh,
sports.
yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But yes, it felt good to be back. We probably went a little
Good.
long, but it
Yeah,
was
that's okay.
great.
But we had some things we had to catch up on,
Oh,
and
child, and we had some hiccups.
child. But this was a good one because
It was.
yeah,
It
whew.
was. Well, as always, thank you all for listening, for joining us. We hope you come back next week. And if you need to reach us, you can go to our prospective social media pages at girl underscore you know what on Instagram. And you can reach us at Wellness and Women and at DannieBSpeaks. And we look forward to hearing from you. Email us, we read those emails,
Mm-hmm.
Even leave a message
Yeah,
on the
DM. We read
inbox.
everything.
We read all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we appreciate you and we hope that you all have a great week.
All right, everybody. Take care, y'all.
Bye bye.